You guys, I gotta make a quick video real quick, y'all. But, I was supposed to go live later. So, we're gonna see what happens within this 5 minutes. I was charging my phone. But I have some stuff to talk to y'all about. I confess. Hi, D. I confess. I got some stuff to talk about. What up, King? What up, Tavares? What up, Trapping and Trucking? Justin. Princess. I'm about to let some people get in here because I got some. Got some shit to say. How you get fired on your day off? Damn, Craig. Nah. I'm gonna let y'all know what it do and what it is. As soon as I'll get to that, Father Trucker. Yep, Joe is D. Almost first D trigger finger. What up, Keith? What up, Leandria? Girl, we're gonna have to go up to night transportation, dog. We're gonna have to go to some terminals and handle some people real quick. What up, Philip? So my phone charger is not long enough. What up, Terry? To put it where I need to put it. Damn, why everybody want to text me right now? If I can just put it like that. We have to put it right here. Oh wait, that might work. It's gonna be a funky ass, whatever, Mulo. This is gonna be a funky ass, what am I gonna call it? I don't even know what I'm trying to say. Position. I'm at night this week. Phoenix, the squad program just started. Congrats. Hi, Ahmed. McPherson, what up? You about to get your popcorn? Alright, so look. We got enough people. Ah, damn it. That didn't work. Damn it. I'm going to have to hold it real quick. Oh, cool. Really? Tell me all about that. Email me. I want to know about all that. About the trucker. So, you read the title. I got fired from night transportation. I can't even say that with a straight face. I did not get fired from night transportation. This is what happened. I got a text message. A Snapchat message. Somebody was like, what up, doll? You, whatever, la-di-da-di-da-di-da-di-da, whatever, blah, 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 right? Let me see if I can find another way to mount this. Let me put it in my windshield. Hold on, I know y'all all up my nose right now. So, somebody hits me up on Snapchat and they're like, "Doll, how are you doing? Hope everything is all well with you. You know, man, you got some haters at night. They still talking shit." And I'm like, "What are they?" He was like, "They're putting all your business out there." I'm like, "Well, who and what? What are they saying?" Word on the street is, I got fired because what the fuck? I don't even remember. Because of training, something with training, that I was a bad trainer and I made my students uncomfortable because of my sexuality and some shit like that. Really? That's what y'all talk? That's the best y'all could do? I got fired because of my student? Really? Y'all. I wish I had my other phone so I could show y'all the text message from my DM. So, no, that's not what happened. So apparently, I got fired because of my training habits, and I make my students uncomfortable because of my sexual orientation. If there's any truth to that, there's no truth to that because I didn't get fired, number one. Number two, if you know how every lie has a truth to it. So the truth mechanism, that shit is so bright. The truth mechanism to that could be, they was gonna fire me. They was not going to fire me. I was never in jeopardy of getting fired ever. The truth mechanism to whatever statement that person brought to me would have been, I made my student uncomfortable because of my sexual orientation. But I wasn't putting that out there like that, my sexual orientation. So that can't be any truth to that either. But no, I did not get fired from night transportation. I quit night transportation because my checks were something like this: $200, $400, $800, $500, $300, $700, $1,000, $800, $600, $200, $0. I wasn't getting paid enough money at night transportation. I did training to try to offset the money that I was not making. I thought I wanted to be a trainer, and I realized I can't do this shit. I don't want to be a trainer, because if I'm gonna keep it all the way 100, because I have a little slight feeling, there might be some truth to that statement, to that rumor, that this person that I was, man, I know her name, I'm not gonna do that, I'm not gonna go there, but I am not nobody's fucking mom. I'm not. The miles that I'm getting here at Martin Transportation, I should have been getting at night transportation. 600 miles here, 500 miles there, 300 miles here. The only way I got those type of miles is if I had a student. And this is why I quit. I quit because of my paychecks. I quit because, y'all know I quit on July 5th, right? Because I didn't get no money. My student did some crazy bullshit. There's no way I was gonna make enough money to pay my rent. I almost got evicted, y'all. I had an eviction notice. I was gonna get evicted on July 16th. Mind you, I was supposed to be in Houston on July 1st. You know what I'm saying? Like, then they fucked me over because I was supposed to, let me roll this shit up. I got some shit to say, boy. I was supposed to, no, wait. Ooh, sorry. I was supposed to, I can't read the comments, I'm gonna get it sidetracked. I was supposed to be in Houston on July 1st. My student flaked out because I'm not nobody's motherfucking mother. Other than my 4 kids. I only got 4 kids. And the only check that I got from I think there's 3 total checks I got from night transportation that was big. One of them was like $1,100, $1,200 because I had an $800 bonus. The other one was probably $900. And the other one was like $1,800. That's my first check. One check out of the 4 weeks I had a student. That was one check out of the 4 weeks that I had a student. I can't live like that. I have too many bills and 4 kids to feed. At that time, I was taking care of 3 households because my children were split up. Because remember, so what y'all don't know is when I first started with night, my trainer was a bitch. She was the worst fucking person ever in the world. And I had to get off of her truck for a couple of weeks to drive Uber just so I can make enough money to pay my rent. I never recovered from that. And I had to move out of my house. I left that house early so I left the house before my lease was up so I can live on my truck. Remember when my daughter was sleeping on the truck with me? We were living on the truck. Everything we had in our house, I let everything go because I couldn't even pay the rent. I couldn't even pay the fucking rent. I couldn't pay the rent. So I left my house in Vegas. I split my kids up. 2 of them went to California. 1 of them stayed in Vegas, and I moved to Houston, but I lived on the truck. Me and my daughter lived on this truck because I wasn't getting paid enough money at night transportation to pay my rent. My rent was $1,400. I had a big 2-story, 4-bedroom house, like 2,500 square feet or some shit like that. So then I moved to a small ass 2-bedroom apartment in Houston. And I when I got my income tax, because I was like, fuck that, I'm never gonna let that shit happen again. I put my whole income tax check either on my rent for a couple of months, my bills for a couple of months, and I put the rest in savings. I diminished my whole entire savings account. And when I realized I couldn't pay the rent because of my checks, I was like, maybe I'm gonna give Night a chance. I'll start training. How hard can it be? That shit was hard because I'm nobody's mother. I have 4 kids and that's it. So if you get a student that's scared to fucking drive a fucking 18-wheeler, they don't need to be driving any motherfucking way. But if you happen to get a student that's scared to fucking drive, you're not gonna get no miles. They pay you an extra $100 on your check. That ain't shit. Where you get it at is the miles. Well, if your student's a fucking bitch and scared of shit, how you gonna get the miles? I was constantly late to all of my loads. I was probably scanning in like 2 loads a week. Yeah, we got hella miles, but that my checks were how they should have been solo. So when she decided to flake, I was like, I can't go back. I'm not getting another student because I'm not about to sit here and tell somebody, no, you don't need to buy fucking lottery tickets and fucking looking for places to fucking eat. We eat along the way. You get a lottery ticket when you do what you got to do, and you fucking go to sleep when you're supposed to and get up when the fuck you're supposed to. Like, I don't have time for that shit. No. So this is what I expect for a student. I expect a student to wake up when I fucking wake up, go to bed when I go to bed, eat when I eat, and drive when she's supposed to drive. Period. You're driving 10 or 11 hours per day so you can get your stamina up. I don't want to hear shit motherfucking else because we're not here for no motherfucking leisure and travel and shit. This is not the travel channel. No, fuck that shit. You're getting on this truck and you're fucking driving. And if I can't tell you like that, then get the fuck off my truck. Matter of fact, fuck all this shit. I'm not fucking doing none of it. Because I'm not nobody's mother. So I'm not going to get another student because I didn't want to get another student because I was like, if she was kind of good, right? She was all right. But what if I got a student that was worse than her? Fuck that. Like, no, and no. So I was like, I gotta quit. I gotta go to another company. I need guaranteed pay because my checks are too up and down. I need motherfucking guaranteed pay. Martin is the only company that I don't hear nothing really bad about that has guaranteed pay. I don't give a fuck if it's $800,000 a week. I don't fucking care. But guess what? I'm getting guaranteed pay. I know how much I'm getting every fucking week, and I know that I'll be able to pay my bills. I could plan around that. So then, that's the first time when I had to move out my house, I couldn't pay my rent. Second time is when I almost got evicted from the apartment that I moved into after living on my truck for 6 months because I couldn't afford to fucking do shit because of the money I was making. Living on my truck for 6 months with my daughter. She wasn't even in school for the whole year. I took her out of school in August when I moved out of my house. She just went to school last month. She was out of school the whole fucking year. I could have went to jail for truancy, child neglect, child endangerment, all kind of shit. Because I wasn't getting paid enough. And I'm trying to stay loyal to fucking night transportation. So then, here it comes, I gotta leave. Because I'm not making the money. So I'm in Houston, I'm on home time, and I'm like, look, I want to turn my truck in at the Katy terminal so I don't have to drive all the way back to Vegas, and then I don't have a way back to Houston. Y'all have a terminal here? Cool. She said no. I had a whole entire interview. I was ready to start a job and everything. And she said, no, I can't turn my truck in at the Katy terminal. I got to turn it in at the Vegas terminal. Well, how the fuck am I going to get back to Houston? How am I going to get back to Houston if I turn your fucking truck in the fucking Vegas terminal when you have a terminal here in Katy, 45 minutes from my house? So I had to turn down the job offer that I got, which was $1,200 guaranteed pay in the ports, working in the ports. I didn't need to have a TWIC card. And I was being home every night. So I turned that fucking job down. And I told Martin I'm on my way. Martin holds a check. They hold one check when you first start. The second check that you get is your orientation pay. The third check you get is your miles. Well, guess motherfucking what? No, it was not July 16th. It was July 18th. I was about to get fucking evicted. I have the eviction notice. When I wasn't doing videos, when I was saying how I had no money to eat, I was starving on this truck. I had no money to eat. I had no money to send to my kids. I had no way to pay rent. I had to save every single dime I got just to fucking keep the little ranky dinky ass two-bedroom apartment that I got in fucking Houston. I fucking downgraded. I downgraded all the motherfucking way. When I was driving for Uber, and I was doing great. I was making $1,500 a week, and I expected no less than that. And I get tonight and I make the fraction of that, and then I lose my house, and then I downgrade again to a fucking 2-bedroom, but I got fired. No, I quit night transportation because, like everybody was telling me, night transportation is a good company to get your experience with. And I believe that wholeheartedly because my habits that I had with night trickled over here to Martin. And so now I have good trucking habits because of night. And if it wasn't for night, I wouldn't know the shit that I know. So yes, they're good to learn. But hell no, I didn't get fucking fired. And I don't say stay there. Don't stay there more than a year. Get your experience and move the fuck on. I mean, some people do, but those are the guys that probably don't have shit. Those motherfuckers that's talking shit about me, the two of you that's gonna thumbs down this motherfucking video, go back and look at all the videos. I have 2 thumbs downs because I have 2 motherfucking haters that's always talking shit. Guess what, bitch? Every time you click on my video, I get paid. So what the fuck? Just don't click on my shit. Putting a thumbs down on my video pays me any motherfucking way. So I wasn't even mad, but I'm hype as shit right now. Fuck you and your motherfucking haters, and fuck all the motherfuckers at night transportation that got some bad shit to say. Because guess what? You can suck a fat motherfucking dick and eat my ass while you at it. I can give a fuck. I'm still gonna get paid. I may have been struggling. I may have been whatever the fuck, but guess what? My kids never went for nothing, and I always kept a roof over their head. Whether it's in the fucking truck, in an apartment, in a house, I don't give a fuck. I got people, and I got resources, and I know how to use those motherfuckers, and I did what the fuck I had to do. At least I'm not getting fat sitting on a motherfucking truck talking shit about people on YouTube. So, if you don't fucking like it, get the fuck off my page and keep my motherfucking name out your mouth, because you ain't gonna say that shit in my motherfucking face. I know you're not. You're not gonna say that in my motherfucking face. I wish I would. You know how many times I thought I saw my trainer? And I was so hot. Like today I thought I saw her. I'm like, who the fuck? She is not working for Martin Transportation. But it wasn't her. What? What do you mean stop? I'm ranting. I don't give a fuck, man. Because y'all got a lot of motherfucking shit to say. It's 61 motherfucking viewers in here right now. 61. If it's a negative title, I get all the goddamn viewers. If it's a good title, I get like 30, maybe 20. Motherfuckers is crazy too. So no, I did not get fired for the millionth time. I quit because I wasn't getting paid enough. And the ones that's talking shit are just fucking. The ones that's talking shit is probably mad because they ain't getting paid either, and they ain't getting none either. They ain't getting shit but motherfucking negativity. They probably can't afford to eat. I left night after 1.5 months. I didn't like how things are done. I'm not making money. I'm currently looking for a flatbed company. Here's always gonna hate. It's all good. Great. I just started working for night. Let's see how it goes for me. I'm not downing night. I really believe wholeheartedly that the reason why my miles weren't good was because the terminal I was at. I was always running because they have certain lanes. Somebody was telling me about lanes when I first started. I didn't understand what that meant. But now I kind of know what lanes are. So I believe the terminal that I was in, the lanes they wanted me to run was like the I-5 corridor, up and down I-5. And if I didn't never say nothing, if I never said anything, they will always have me running from Vegas to Washington to Oregon to California, Washington, Oregon, California, Washington, Oregon. That's that lane. That's not enough miles for me. And then I got to PA, and then it was PA and Ohio, PA, Ohio, PA, Ohio, PA, Ohio. No, when I was at the Dallas, when I was in Dallas, they had me running only Texas. No, because I'm not getting nothing. I need 1,200 plus miles per load. I can't even tell. I mean, let me see. I'm about to tell y'all what kind of loads. I don't write the miles down on here, but I'm going to tell you the type of loads, the places I've been going since I've started here. Okay, so I had from York, PA to Cincinnati, Ohio. That's when I first started. Mason, Ohio to Memphis, Tennessee. Pocahontas, Arkansas to Houston, Texas. I went home. Then I had a Walmart dedicated one. That shit paid good, and it was hella miles. So it was like 1, 2, 3, 4. It was 4 stops. I would go back to that if ever I want to just stay close to home. I'll do the Walmart dedicated. Then I had, and mind you, I'm supposed to go home every week, and I'm still making more than I made with night. So then I had Rockmart, Georgia to Oswego, Illinois. Then I had Houston, Texas to Forest Park, Georgia. That's every week. Chicago, Illinois to Appleton, Wisconsin. Denmark, Wisconsin to Olive Branch, Mississippi. Memphis to Texas. Texas to New Caney. Texas, Pasadena to New Orleans. They get me home on time. Waco to Louisiana. Laredo. Oh, I hate Laredo. Laredo to Houston. They had me running Laredo for a minute. I don't like Laredo. That's a couple of those Laredo loads. Yeah, Laredo. Martin and Dallas to Kansas City, Missouri. Martin and DeSoto to Dallas, Texas. Sulphur Springs, Texas to East Point, Georgia. Doraville, Georgia to Greensboro, North Carolina. Warsaw, North Carolina to Arkansas. Arkansas to Georgia. Georgia to Texas. Texas, home. And then now I'm staying out right now. So I did Louisiana to Washington. And then I did Washington to Oregon. And now I'm doing Oregon to Wisconsin. I'm getting miles. That's what I expect. I was not getting miles like that because I guess dry van has different lanes and stuff. Which, okay. So, but still, I need money. I have a whole family to take care of. Because then what I start thinking about is my DM sitting behind the motherfucking desk ordering me where to go and what to do. And going home and sleeping at night. And I'm out here struggling to try to even feed my family and feed myself. No. So no, I did not get fired. I quit after my year experience. And I still fucking owe night transportation. $700 and something for Squire. I stayed there over a fucking year. In a year, that shit should have been paid off. You're not getting shit. You took enough of my fucking money already. Put that shit on my credit. I'm filing bankruptcy. How about that? Ooh-wee. No. I didn't get fired, boo-boo. Yeah, you wish. If I wanted to, I could go back tonight. I didn't leave on bad terms with Night. I cleaned my truck out. I did a video, so that's proof that my truck was clean. And she said I could drop my truck because I did so much shit for Night. I did shit for Night, and I still have a good rapport with Night. That's probably why they still fucking hating. I had a good rapport. I have a good rapport with Night. She eventually let me drop my truck off in Katy, Texas. I cleaned it out, spotless, clean, spotless, like how I got it. And I dropped it there, and I told my DM I dropped the truck. The key is in the ignition, in the cup holder, and I'm about to leave. And he was like, it was very nice working with you. You were a pleasure. And then after that, I was supposed to get my bonus, and I wasn't supposed to get it, like, at all, but I was struggling. And I called Erica, and I said, I was owed this bonus because I quit on the 5th. We get our bonus on the 1st. And she was like, normally you're not supposed to get it, but I'll give it to you. So they fuck with me. So I didn't get fired. I probably would have forfeited my bonus if I got fired. But they fuck with me. So, sorry. No, I didn't get fired from night transportation. Y'all need to stop fucking hating so goddamn much. Let's see what y'all talking about. You wanna know the crazy part? Night paid on a sliding scale. I get paid on a sliding scale here at Martin too, but guess what? I still get my guaranteed pay. Okay, let's see. Right fucking lane. You should have came to the Dallas terminal. That's right. Speak up for yourself. Who saw your strong woman and survivor? Thank you, princess. I do 3,000 plus, doll. Probably me too. I think I do 3,000 plus per week here at Martin, even if I go home every week. One of the high paying lanes is LA to New Jersey. That would be nice, but I don't want to go to New Jersey. Where you at, King, working for? When you was at night, how often did you want to go home? I wanted to go home every month, but I had to go home every probably 6 weeks because of how I wasn't getting the miles. I was not getting the miles. Just on at night, bro. She left night because she didn't get a lot of miles. But I have nothing bad to say about Doll because she was on her shit. I thought Sierra England was owned by CRST people. Nice, y'all just started trying to study the pre-trip stuff. I'm refrigerated. That's the problem. You was dry. Yeah, that's what I keep hearing. I keep hearing that I should have been on the reefer side. Everybody keeps saying that. You gotta have a system when it comes to that pre-trip, just in the story. Look at the video. Night Transportation has videos on pre-trip, and that's how I learned mine. I remembered everything he said on the video, like everything. Even there comes a point where he drinks a bottle of water. I did the same shit too on my pre-trip. Night learned trucking from Sierra England. You'll always be broke. That's so, man, you deserve to be happy, man. Thank you. I'm glad you're doing better. That's all. Thank you. What's a good number for you on miles? I'm getting about 28 to 3,000 miles, probably more than that a week. I don't know. Let me see. Maybe it'll tell me in here. I don't know how to use this damn OmniTrax. I don't know how to show how many miles I've driven. Okay, so coming out of home time, I drove 134 miles, 333, 400. So the 18th, 134. So this is from the 18th through the 25th. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 8 days. Y'all calculated. 134, 333, 468, 627, 615, 546, 312, and 253. That's how many miles I drove in 8 days. I would calculate it, but you know, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 12, 2,000, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Over 3,000 miles. If I'm just counting the hundreds, if I'm not even counting the other shit. So I'm getting miles here. But if you're out that long, you should have a 3,000 plus, depending on your DM. Man, if I went out for a week and I came home, if I went out for 3 weeks or 4 weeks and I came home for 3 days, a 34-hour reset, I was fucked. That check was always terrible. I have kids. I have to go home. Raggedy ass night, because you were talking about night pay in miles for weeks before you left. Exactly. I'm on Reefer side and it isn't much better. Are you OTR with Martin or dedicated? I am regional, but I chose not to go home I chose to stay out. I was supposed to go home last weekend, and then I was going to stay out from last weekend until the end of October. But I'm going home. I should be at home probably sometime next week, and then I'm going to stay out for a month. I'm going to stay out until Halloween. Coming home, I'm going to stay out until Thanksgiving. Coming home, I'm going to stay out until Christmas, because my checks look good if I stay out. I got a $150 layover. Do you know how much night pays for layover? $75 a day. Martin pays $150 per day for layover. Let me tell y'all what Martin pay. And I want to make this a Martin video, because I'm not going there with Martin like I did for night. Martin is a good company, but This is my YouTube video, and I'm not trying to, no. So, let's see. The bonus sucks. It sucks. You get from $9,500 to $9,749. You get $50. $9,750 to $999. $100, $10,000 or more. $200 bonus. You get premium pay. Premium pay you can get every week, and the premium pay is between 2 to 6 cents on all miles driven for that week. You get the minimum guaranteed. You get a safety bonus, which is $70 a month. You get detention pay, $15 per hour for employees for the first hour and $20 an hour after that. But I get immediate detention pay immediately. It's like from minute one. And then you get safety bonus, layover, and mechanical breakdown pay. Holiday pay is $200. For Memorial Day, Independence Day, Labor Day, and Thanksgiving, you get $150. Holiday pay incentive for Christmas and New Year's is $200. Trailer maintenance downtime is $20 per hour for a maximum of $100. Hourly pay for local work is $20 per hour for employees and $25 for contractors. Did you know at night they pay you $12 an hour for local pay? Holiday pay for local work, $20 and $25 for contractors. Layover pay is $150 per day. Night pay is $75 per day. If it's on the weekend, it's $200 per day. Mechanical breakdown pay at the authorized service facility, $150 per day. Night pays, I think, $75 per day for mechanical breakdown. Stop pay, $20 per stop. Hazmat pay, $80. Border crossing, $50. Driver referral bonus, $2,000. Inclement weather pay, $20 per hour for a maximum of $150. Night don't have all of that. My check alone was good because of my fucking layover one week. And the shift I'm going for is on highway patrol. Is so chill. Do nothing but speed traps and accidents. I just exercised today. I'm on my diet again. I did some exercising today, so I'm getting on it so I can qualify for the police academy. But move, she was on the wrong side of the night. Yeah, she been there. Mother Trucker was, her name is Leandra. We call her Lily. But she been on my channel since day one. Y'all, man, I went through some shit. They've been there. But that's the problem. If you don't stay out, they're going to give you short miles so they can route you home easy. At night, I had to stay out. So look like this then. At night, I had to stay out 4 to 6 weeks to make the amount of money that I make every week with Martin. That don't make sense. I can go home every fucking week and make the same amount of money that I made. I'll make the same amount or less than I made at night going home every 3 to 6 weeks. So I'm working double and getting paid damn near the same amount of money or less. That's not right. You got to make a living wage any job you choose, straight up like that. I'm just referring to the extra BS she had to endure with night. The miles and the Reefer drive-in thing is still. But I don't know, layover or detention, because I do a lot of dropping hooks. I don't do a lot of dropping hooks at Martin. I did layover one time, and I didn't even know it was layover. It's because I got to my delivery early, 24 hours early, so they gave me layover because they wouldn't accept me. And I had to sit and wait at a truck stop until it was my appointment time. I got layover for that. I'm like, that's the incentive for dropping your load early, $150? Okay, cool. I could do that. Fraser said you shouldn't use him or her as a referral so y'all can get that bonus. I was asking y'all. I sure did do a video. I'll still use them. If you guys experience, Walmart seems to be the best OTR company out there. I think Walmart are either Ship X out of Utah. So you're guaranteed $1,100 a week. I'm guaranteed $1,000 a week. How much do you average a week at Martin? My checks at night, Reefer, sound just like yours. I'm guaranteed $1,000 a week, but my net, because I got like all kind of shit going on with my check, like with deductions and stuff, but my net I think if I run, I think so far I've gotten like a $1,200 net check or $1,300, and I think I took home like 1,100 of that. Never seen that. I saw that one time at night. I'm always constantly going over my guaranteed pay every week, so I'm making more than $1,000 a week. And I don't do resets. I remember the only time I want to do a reset is if I'm home. I do resets because I usually try to go home every week. Dedicated. How many miles do you get a week? What's up, Jeffrey? My check at Crete was $18.99 this week. Y'all sweep. I'm from Clinton, North Carolina, which is 10 miles from Warsaw, North Carolina. But about that 75, it depends on how long you sit. You might not get that full 75. You might get some at 75. I wish I would. I'll call my DM quick with the quickness. Motherfucker, you better give me that motherfucking $75. The whole shit. Let me tell you something. Today, I picked up, what did I do? I delivered my load this morning. I picked up a load early this morning. I delivered it, and that was in Washington, Fifi, Washington. I delivered in Portland, Oregon. I came to the terminal. My DM was like, do us a favor. We could do this load. You need to take a drive-in and follow the reefer to the recycling company so they could transload the trailers and then bring the reefer back, and you'll have your empty, because I needed it empty. They paid me $150 for that. Probably like 3 hours. If I'm making at least $100, $150 a day, I'm good. They paid me $150 just for that. So, plus I might even get layover because I can't pick up my load until tomorrow afternoon. $75 fucking dollars. Ugh. Remember when my truck kept breaking down? They was paying me $75 a day for that. You know how many times? You know how much in 1 week I think I drove only one day? $75 a day ain't shit. Think about it. How much is that per hour? Hell no. Could you explain what caps? I just went through my first orientation. I'm not sure if I understand that. If you didn't explain it when I get to it, I'll explain it. I'm gonna read the rest of the comments. That's not, but they're not doing that to me, I guess, because I know the game and I'm gonna get. So I don't let them tell me anything. I've been doing this for 8 years. Justin Robinson last week sucks. 27 last week. And I can't run 4,700 miles. I have my truck only goes 65 miles per hour. One has 3 days on, 3 days off. Yeah, a few YouTube truckers claim adults can't survive off $1,000 a week. I can survive off $1,000 a week. You just gotta know how to fucking manage your money. My rent is $1,100 a month. I put $70 a week on my power bill so I can create that cushion. Just $10 a day. My phone bill with all of my kids on my plan plus the internet, unlimited everything, is $400 a week. $400 a month. And food, I don't even know. I think I spend probably about $600 to $800 a month on food. So I put $300 a week up for the rent. So then by the time the rent is due, it's paid already. I put $70 a week up, and I put $100 a week up for the phone bill and the internet. So what's that? $470 a week out of, I take home about a little over $800. So that means that gives me about $350 a week to run with. I can send $200 to my kids, $300 to my kids, and the rest is mine. Just hold in my pocket and do what I want to do with it. You can budget. You just know how. You have to know how to budget. You don't gotta eat on the road. You can fucking buy your shit. Like last night, I made fried cabbage and fucking steak. Well, I bought some steak, but I made fried cabbage. I have chicken in my refrigerator. I have beef, roast beef. And when I go shopping, when I go home, I'm gonna get some more chicken, ground beef, roast beef, salmon, shrimp, and make my food. Because every time you eat, just think about it. If you spend $10 a day, the average meal is $7. If you spend $10 per meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, how much are you spending per week? Even $20. That's $100 if you eat 5 days a week. That's $100 a week. Budget. You don't have to spend that shit. And I got some bread and lunch meat and shit in there. Tony, if you run all the time and out and you drive 10 hours a day, if you run all your time out and you drive 10 hours a day, you get back that time at 12 the next day. After the 8th day. So if you run 10 hours a day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, That's 7 days. That 8th day, that Monday, you're going to get that 10 hours back that you ran that last week. So whatever you run this week, you're going to get that time back the next week if you don't run out. You don't want to do 10 hours because you're going to run out of time. You want to do like 9.5, so then you won't run out of time. 8.5 is even better. If you run 8.5 hours a day, every single day, you should recap 8.5 hours every day on your 8th day and up. GP transfer exercise pay in the U.S. You ever going to come over on operator live? Nope, I'm not. What up, R? You got a big, nice rig with Martin. Yes, I do. It's a Kenworth. It's not like anything special. Tip it together about the game. Maybe we can do that. I ran on recap for a month and a half, and I went home. I'm on recap right now. Tomorrow I get 6 hours and 31 minutes. But I had like 4 hours left on my clock when I shut down, so I'm gonna add those two will add up 7 hours. I can drive tomorrow, and then I get back 6 hours and 39 minutes the day after that. So I'm gonna be running on recap, but I'm going home too though. Knight just contacted me about working for them. I have no experience too. I recommend it so you can get your experience. If you don't got money like that and you need money, I recommend you try it. And if it don't work out, I feel like try it for experience, but have a good support system. Bye, Justin. If I've already lost you, Justin, I'm sorry. A lot of owner-operators only make 150, 175 a day. That's the same as company driver. I'll tell you, that's why I'm here. 4,700 miles on a week as solo. I did 5,000 in 5 days a long time ago. I ran 3 logbooks. A lot of people want me to do a YouTube channel, but I'm really not with that shit. Is there an API on this? APU? Yes, there's APU. On the ops, making 100 a day. Right, dollars that part. 4,700 pay in a week. Got that little 2 days worth of pay a week. Ended up going on my next paycheck. Haven't had a decent check since. Okay, thought you meant the miles. I'm brand new to the game. I'm taking any and all advice. We're gonna call our show doll. What we gonna call our show doll? The trucking game. Shit. If it's about trucking. And Martin, you do inspection every 30 days. You get paid 150 for the day. I did an inspection. Did I get paid 150 that day? Did you know a bug bit me right here? I don't know if y'all can see it. See that? These bugs love my motherfucking face, man. That shit itch. When I was exercising. Those container port operators make 150 a day because they can only get 2 or maybe 3 loads in a day. That's what's up. See, the only reason why I'm still at Martin and on the road is because I actually want to drive in the winter. If it wasn't for me wanting to drive through the winter, I would have did a local job. I would have. Hey, doll. What up, Brandon? What port is that? I know plenty of port drivers that do 500,000 a day. I love to hear you read. Can you read me a bedtime story? King and DollFace Trucking Show. Okay, we can do that too. Okay, Team Life, still good at estimated carrier if you're at one. I calmed down though. No, I didn't get fired. You wish. If I would have gotten fired, I guess I could see why they would say that, because my student got off the truck early and I quit right after that, so I get it. But nah, this is exactly how it happened with my student. We picked up a load. Where was we at? In Colorado. So we went to the terminal in Colorado. It was her last week, so she had to do everything. I'm in the passenger side, so she's supposed to do the pre-trip and everything. She didn't do the pre-trip correctly. She missed that we didn't have a trailer skirt, and she missed that we didn't have fuel. So we went to the boondocks in the Colorado Rockies, and we don't have any fuel. And then we realized the trailer skirt is gone, so we can't take that trailer to California. So now we have to go get it loaded and take it to the terminal in Vegas so they could fix the trailer skirt. And she was so scared to drive, she ran out of time because we were driving in shifts. So she would drive her shift, we would route plan, and plan to stop at a certain truck stop and at a certain time and switch, and I'll start driving. We didn't even make it to my shift because she was too scared to drive and she ran out of time. So then with all of those problems that we had, when we got to Vegas, she decides to pack all her shit and she's like, I gotta go home and take care of some business. We wasn't even supposed to stop in Vegas. We were not stopping in Vegas. We were actually going around Vegas to get to where we had to go in California. It was like kind of like Central California. So the reason why we stopped in Vegas because you fucked up. I didn't say it like that. I wanted to so motherfucking bad. But the reason why we were in Vegas because your stupid ass fucked up and you didn't fucking do a pre-trip correctly so we could fix the situation before we got in this situation. So that's why we're here in Vegas. Why the fuck do you got to get off the truck? I'm glad she did, but why? And she's like, I got some business to take care of. Had you not fucked up on that pre-trip, then you wouldn't have been able to come to Vegas and take care of no motherfucking business. You never let me beat nobody's ass. So she was like, well, you go ahead and run your load, and then if I'm done with all the business I need to take care of, then come back and get me. Bitch, I'm supposed to be going to Houston. We are supposed to be driving to Houston because my daughter's birthday is on the 1st. She was like, well, I got business to take care of. So I didn't make my daughter's birthday on time. Or did I? I don't remember. I think I did. Or that weekend. I don't know, but when I used to sell cologne and perfume, and those people in the streets to sell cologne and perfume, and people would do it and then they would leave because they're like, this is not for me. We would call them blowouts. She's a fucking blowout. She ain't about this life. And if she's still trucking, then she's probably one spreading the fucking rumors. Her and those other 2 bitches. All y'all can suck a dick. Fuck you. You should have said it like that. What up, Jim? 18 for life. You should go work for them. Foreigners in Chicago. You'll make 150. The Russians. Ooh. You got there the day before. Okay, 18. You on the right side when I'm out. It'd be good. I'd rather go to Martin. For Trinity, it was definitely a day before. Oh, yeah, okay. And today is my son's birthday, Ernest. His birthday is today. Oh, baby. He wanted the Xbox One. He's turning 14 today. He's the one that's in California with his dad. He's the last of the Mohicans. I decided to let him stay with his dad because he was my problem child. Remember when he was on the truck with me? Yeah, but he's doing great now. He's an honor roll student, straight A's. He's in a military school. He's doing great. So him staying with his dad was definitely a game changer. So go online and look up all the DOT regulations for each state. I'll be driving and I'll be in 11 Western State. No. You don't need to do that. Just get the book. And DOT regulations. I don't have my folder, but you just need to know the weight limits. That's in your, that'll be in your atlas. Everything you need to know is in your atlas. Just get a road atlas, the trucker's road atlas. What is it called? It's not a trucker's road atlas, but it's a Ram McNally commercial road atlas or something like that. Everything you need to know is in there. When Martin has dedicated, and Martin refers good division to be on, but not carriers without dedicated, like Knight. Knight has dedicated. Who do you work for now? I work for Martin. Happy birthday. Thank you. Baby kids. No. Thank you guys. Oh, he's a Virgo. Ooh, Virgos are awesome. I don't own Terra Knight. Still miles vary way too much. I don't like the vary. Thank you, Princess. This headache and holdups in dry van inside versus Reefer. I don't have any headaches or holdups. I don't gotta slap my tams as much. I love that shit. And I need to do a video about that. What I like about Reefer. and what I don't like about Reefer. Pros and cons. But I don't like the loud Reefers. I don't sit a lot like I thought I would. Remember I said I didn't want to do Reefer because I thought I would sit a lot? I don't sit a lot like I thought I would. And it's not a lot of headaches. I love the Reefer places that we go to where we can just back in. We don't have to open our doors because they open it from the inside. That shit is cool as fuck. Like, that is awesome. So, I mean, I haven't had any issues really. Because with drive-in, there'd be a lot of bullshit. Like, they'll say, because with Reefer, like, you know when your appointment time is, you know you got to make that shit because it's food, right? With drive-in, they'll give you an appointment time, but like, oh, you wasn't due until tomorrow. You was due yesterday. And then they want to load the trailer, and they want to take all day to load the shit. They can't do that with food. You can't do that. You got to hurry up and get the shit out and go. Like, it's always on the move. Go, 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 go. You're not sitting a lot. The longest I sat was at Pillsbury because they forgot that I was sitting and waiting. Other than that, nah, I don't see any headaches so far. Shannon here got my CD on September 13th. Yeah, buddy. Got hazmat takers into it. Congrats, Shannon. Safety regulations. Is that what that book was? Yeah. Every company should give you one of these. Knight didn't give me one. I took it. I asked them if I could have it. They said yeah. But Martin gave me one. Safety regulations. J.J. Keller. They got all the books. Everything you need, J.J. Keller got. Everything that you need for trucking, get it from J.J. Keller. I'm telling you, they have every fucking thing. But also get the Road Atlas by Rand McNally. Motor Carrier's Guide, yeah. Hey, what up, Barb? Hey, I needed you yesterday or the other day when I did the video. You left. After you left, I needed you, but I figured it out, I think. Barb, let me ask you this. How do I find these people and fuck their ass up? No. How do I find them and beat their ass? How do I find them and make them say what the fuck they be saying to everybody else to my face so I can beat their ass? Tell me that. Can you tell me that? Because that's what I need to know. See, let me tell y'all about the trucking game now. It's getting weak because the foreign people dropping the rates on lows and the bullshit. I shouldn't have to run. Man indicted in previously dismissed rape case in Portland. Ooh. Happy birthday to your son. Thank you. Reefer's first priority. Exactly. Man, I was sitting at the light and the truck carrying container flew by with his tandem slid all the way back like the last hole while I was weak. But aren't containers always slid all the way back? And I heard about that. I heard some people are making $1,200 a week guaranteed. So I'm going to try to prove myself a little bit. And then I'm going to be like, look, I want 12. Well, you know what? JB Hunt offered me a position and I called my DM and I told him I was about to leave. And he was like, well, what can we do to keep you? Because we're supposed to offer you something better to keep you. I was like, ding, 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 ding. Like, well, they offered me $1,500 a week guaranteed pay. Home every week. Can you match that? Shit. Finesse that shit for sure. Be smooth. I work at Martin, drop and hook, in and out, dedicated. If you had worked at Prime, you would have set a lot of those meat plants. Ew, no. If you do Tyson, you will sit. I was at Tyson. Well, was it Tyson? No, it was Foster Farms. It was Foster Farms. And I got there early. My appointment time wasn't until 3 a.m. I got there like 4 p.m. They didn't start loading me until 4 a.m. and I was done by 5 a.m. So I got one of those in school. I kept in my purse. What did I say? You got what or what? I gotta catch up. Do you think you would go to Night Refrigerator? No. I wouldn't go to Night Refrigerator because I could though, shit. Just to piss the motherfuckers off that don't like me. Yeah, bitch. And the ones that don't like me drive Reefer. How about that? But no. Because they already know I do YouTube videos and I just don't want the politics behind it no more. So I'm good on that. Remember when I did the ride along? They never published it on YouTube. I applied that 3 days ago. No call yet. I applied TMC. They called me back. Yes, container's always back. Alexander Davis almost went to Martin a year or two after being at Prime. Recruiter never told me about the dedicated, but also didn't tell me about the sliding pay scales, which I hated. I'm on a sliding pay scale, but I still get guaranteed pay every week. I don't give a fuck about anything else other than the guaranteed pay. Yeah, Foster Farm is the chicken plant. Man, that's the first one I've ever seen do that night. I live in Port City, so I see containers a lot. Keep the motor carrier's book in my purse bag. How? The motor carrier book is so big. Longer the load, the lower they pay. The shorter, the more they pay. Got no time to work by then. What a Mr. Big Smooth. Held up with some Walmart will take 8 hours to unload too. Ooh-wee. Tyson's the worst on getting your load to put up on your truck. I hate going to Tyson. Mile unless I'm company driver. Hi, DollFace. What up, KMD? Doll, you were the reason I went tonight, but I want to Reefer side. That's what's up. You sit so long running Reefers working with Warner delivering at Tyson and PA. They give a big bag and I want it, and I be in that hole. You stupid. They didn't have guaranteed pay when I applied. Some makes difference in some cases. Have a big bag. Guaranteed pay is my language. I'm thinking about going back to night refrigerator when I worked for them before I did drive by. As long as I make more money, some money, I just want experience to get something better in the future. Do you just do? I do not do just West Coast, but I used to at night. Hold on, let me show you. Whoa! Well, how did that happen? Sorry. 18-wheel bay. All right. I don't know how I did that. Oh, I'm hungry. I exercise and that just my appetite. Clickbait. There ain't no clickbait. I already told my story. Look at how long I've been on here. 56 minutes. Why don't you rewind and you see what I was talking about? It ain't clickbait. You're just late. But my truck runs 70 miles per hour and I don't want to go slower. Exactly. If you got a truck that runs 70 miles per hour, then let it stay at 70. Don't go nowhere. Hold on, to show y'all something. I wish my truck run at 70 miles per hour. Look. This is the Motor Carrier's Road Atlas. I got the old one, 2018. They got the 2020 version out now. I've been using the fuck out of this too, though. So you got a big ass purse like this, Leandria? Oh, I'm hungry. Damn it, hold on. What was I missing? Tony, just don't go to Sierra England. They will try to push you hard. You know, at least they'll starve you as a company driver. Shit, you gotta run teams at Sierra England. Oh, I don't have the suction cup. My charger is not long enough, so my suction cup is over here, but I have it over here because, yeah. You might want to get blocked today, baby. All right, I'm being ignored. I spoke twice. Hope all is good. I said hi, Cam D. I said hi to you. No, I didn't go there. I don't really want to share where I just got hired. They know I'm not so about my JoJo period. Thank you. I run 70 miles per hour at night, but my miles vary so much it's giving up speed. I run 70 miles per hour at night, but my miles vary so much. Worth guaranteed pay? I don't know. Are you making about $1,000 a week before taxes? You dropped me. Say, yeah, I'm sure that's it. I gotta catch up, y'all. Oh, the little green book. Okay. What? She talking about blocked for what? Leandria don't play. Last time you was on here talking all that shit, you was talking a lot of crazy stuff. She wasn't on there when you was on here. Leandria don't play. If it don't sound good, if it don't sound nice, it's not a compliment. She probably gonna block you. If you're not asking a question, complimenting me or her, then she gonna block you. You know what I'm saying? Tony, congrats. Just make sure not to hit anything and don't get any speeding tickets. Damn, 70 miles per hour. Man. I was driving when I did that ride along for night. That truck that I had no governor on it. It was wide open. I'm just playing. Dang. It wasn't bad. It's just, she just is really overprotective. You're not overprotective. I could have sworn you're overprotective. Dang, my hair done dried up since I've been. I'm not. My phone trying to tell me to do a software update. I don't have any Wi-Fi. My Freightliner did have a governor. I wish it didn't though. So I drive 70 miles per week, or anywhere from 17. I usually see 600 should be home when it sounds better. Oh. For hard market, drive 24 miles a week, and I drove 60 miles cruising. Dang, I do like Martin. I like Martin. I just wish I can up my governor, man. But I got checked there. Wow. I wish like my friend, well, this guy, yeah, I'm a company driver. He said that he has this thing where he could change the governor on your truck to make it faster. And yeah, and I was like, but he said they can track to see if you changed your governor. So I was thinking if I have to do an inspection every 30 days, I could just take the governor off every 25 days and then put it back on when I go for an inspection or something for like a week. I don't know, but I want my truck to be open wide. Y'all, guess what? I got shut down by DOT yesterday. I was so pissed that Blitz is real and wasn't even by a way station, but luckily I had paid round trip, so it was good and made my load on time. Dang. Fly, truck and keep on. They will learn to work percentage pay eventually and work less for the same money. Could have been asking questions because I just got on. That's illegal. Are you saying what I think you're saying? I'm trucking 65 miles per hour. Throw a block party. That's a good one. That's funny. I want to know, do I need another road atlas? And I want to know if they'll give me a PO for it. Like, I need this road atlas, I need a PO. They're going to say, no, you have the OmniTrax. And the OmniTrax has everything you need. And if you need anything, you let us know. That's what they'll say. Why is my comment not moving? Does Martin have anything like the Drive Smart? If so, are they strict? Over tire, I couldn't. That we're showing where. Mama. Get off that paper mile, chase the load, not the miles. Get off that paper mile, chase the load, not the miles. I say chase both. Wait, somebody asked a question. I forgot just that quick. Drive Smart. Yes, they do. They have an outward facing camera and they're not strict. We don't got fucking points if we have a critical event. I got a critical event today. Somebody put out in front of me and my thing said collision warning and my brakes hit, almost threw me out of my seat like fucking crazy. But it showed up as a critical event on here, but ain't nobody called me or nothing. Like, they don't be tripping like that, because this company hires already experienced drivers, so they expect you to already know what the fuck you're supposed to be doing and how to do it the correct way. I try to tell those guys at US Express that they brag about how many miles they drive. I'm like, I did more as a rookie, but I'm lucky if I drive 2,400 in a week. My drive score is 0. What up, Dirty Broke? Man, fuck a SmartDrive score. Fuck a SmartDrive score. Oh my gosh. So the SmartDrive score. And I had my student for 3 weeks and she left. She was the one who affected my SmartDrive score. And then If you have a student on your truck, you don't have to worry about your SmartDrive score. They override it. My SmartDrive score is high as fuck because of my student. And she got the truck early. So since she's not on the truck, that last week, I didn't even qualify for the fucking bonus that I was supposed to get because of my SmartDrive score because she got the truck early. I was pissed. She's just fucked me over in so many ways. Little bitch. I was going tomorrow before going tonight, but I forgot about that. Brakes automatically engaging like that doesn't seem safe to me. It ain't that bad. You know how to drive. You can override it. What up, Chef? I followed too close. Have you found you a man yet? We ain't gonna talk about that. Hey, what up, Cliff? I bet you was pissed. Put an APB out for her. Huh. Talking about the one I seen you with in Fontana. Ah, yep, that's her. Yes, that's her. KMD, so somebody at night is going around saying that I got fired because I forgot the first part, but the second part is my sexual orientation and it makes my students uncomfortable. Like, basically I was a bad trainer and that's why I got fired. First of all, if I was such a bad trainer, they wouldn't fire me from night transportation. They need that money. They need drivers behind the wheels to get their loads off. If I was a bad trainer, they would have just fired me from being a trainer. They wouldn't have fired me from night transportation. So that right there is just the stupidest shit ever. 100 a week, 1,000 a week a lot? No, it's not. That's illegal for you to, right? What up, Aries? That's illegal. That would be illegal of them, and you should sue in that situation. Exactly. So, speaking of illegal, the way he's saying it, there was this meme on Facebook. It said it was a lawyer talking to a judge about their client. What was they saying, KMD? Please tell me. So the lawyer was like, Your Honor, my penny is, damn it, I probably fucked this joke up. Your Honor, my client is in a cent. And the judge was like, get out my, never mind, I forgot it, never mind. Have a good night. Got to unload 4 a.m. Stay safe. What was they saying, KMD? Who was saying what? Please tell me. You need to tell me that. I need to know. Because if it's anybody who I think it is, the next words that's coming out of my mouth are going to shock everybody. 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 I'm excited. Tell me who it was. What was they saying? I need to know what KMD says, though. The SmartDrive score, basically follow all the rules. Don't drive too close. Don't turn corners too hard. Don't brake too hard. Don't speed too fast. So following this, your smart system training. Your smart system, what is it, smart system? I forgot the shit. I forgot the name. Is it smart system? I'm laughing at that and laughing at the comments. Smith system, yeah. That's how you can tell I forgot. I still use my Smith system though. The Smith system taught me a lot. Yep, 5 key points. KMD, tell me what was they saying and who said it? Explain what they look like. Text me. You got my number. All I want to know. That's always been my biggest problem. If people were like rumors and stuff, I always needed to know who said the rumors or what they say. I always been like that. Anywho, guess what I did? I bought some almond flour. I just be all over the place. Yeah, I think let me know so I can beat a bitch up. I don't know what peons say, live your life. It's wide open. You can go over 120. You need the giant manual. You don't need a giant manual. All you need to do is keep your wheels on the road. And don't and use your Jake brake going down the hills. And go down the hills. So, look, rewind. All you need to learn is make wide turns. Always stay wide when you're turning. Second one is, it was something about your videos and how you drive. That was like 2 months ago. Whatever, fuck them. Who said it? So first is turn wide. Following distance. Keep a good following distance. Go down the mountain the same gear you went up the mountain. 3. 4. Always scale your load. Make sure your weights are right. And 5, don't speed. And 6, Smith system. If you do those things, those 6 things, you're good, right? You'll be good. Rookies, the blitz is real, so know your shit or they will get you, and don't let DOT scare you. Man, I don't want to say nothing about the rookie because I don't. Tony, just hold the steering wheel and probably confess you are a steering wheel holder. Learn if you are late. If you're late, stay late. Ooh, are you going all Bruce Lee on them? Fuck DOT. No, because he didn't tell me who said it. Well, you becoming an old school trucker now. That's all. That's how it is. You start getting things. Happens to me all the time. Go down mountains 1 gear lower. It took going up. Yep, that's one of them. That in a stick shift, dog, not automatic. No, the fuck it. Let me tell you something. In my automatic, I go up. The last load I was like 78,000. I went up in 6th gear. I went down in 6th gear. I went from from automatic to manual, and I put it on manual. I was in 6th gear, and I put my engine brake on. And I think actually you gotta have to actually go a gear lower because it's too fucking fast with automatic. But you have to put it in manual mode with your engine brake, or it's going to automatically switch gears, and then you're gonna go too fast going down. Don't let the reefer run out of fuel. That's true. And I learned that the hard way, not the reefer part, but I go down as fast as possible so I can pass the truck on the hill. I go down 65 miles per hour pretty much all the time, unless it's a really curvy hill. In the same gear you go up it. Right, that's different talk, the way you said it. I don't pay attention to the gears. Like what King is saying, yes, if you have automatic, you want to pay attention to the gears. But if you're in manual, but if you're in automatic, your gears already switch and switch for you, so you don't really got to worry about what gear you're in. I say worry about what gear you're in the automatic, because once you start descending down, like right when you get to the summit of that hill, you put it in manual mode to lock that gear in. So when you're going down the hill, you don't have to worry about your automatic automatically switching gears, because the faster your tires rotate, the gears are going to go up. Not that you're pushing the gas. And I don't know, but I just know, change that shit to manual mode going downhill. That's all I know. And usually if you change it at the summit of the hill, it should be in the same gear that you went up that hill in. So you don't really got to look at what gear you're in. You just know, it's time to go down the hill, change the manual mode, and stay there. Boop. Ooh-wee. Okay, hold on. The steak was looking good. I know. I'm about to eat some more. I'm actually probably going to make something to eat. I don't have any fucking Clorox wipes. I've been using 409 to wash my dishes, and I don't think I want to use that. And I don't have no Clorox wipes, and I'm hungry, and I want to make some more fried cabbage. It's so good. And I have steak left. I'm so excited. But I don't have any fucking A1. I used to go down mountains taking my clutch out of gear. Those were my crazy outlaw rookie days. Speaking of, we gotta link up soon because I need my hair done and some of them steak. You need to come to Houston. I'll be in Houston every week. Well, I said I'll stop driving in the new year, but I don't know. You're right. We saying the same things but different ways. You got all that weight behind you. So like, Leandria, I don't hardly come to Florida. I don't want to come to Florida. You'll be in Denton in November. I won't be in Houston until come to Houston for fucking Thanksgiving. I'm about to cook. I'm going all my house. I have no room because my mom is living with me now. I have no room in my house, but guess what? I'm about to have food galore. I'm going all the fuck out. If you don't go down the same gear, get ready to change your drawers at the bottom. That's when I'll be there. Okay. Denton, where's Denton at? I think my nephew lives in Denton. Okay. So let's see. I know it's in Texas. I'm talking about what part of Texas. I need to cook. I need to make something to eat. So Empire came on. I didn't know Empire came back on. I never saw it say manual mode disabled. Nope. I'm going to Wisconsin. Yeah, I'm going to Wisconsin. And from Wisconsin to Texas. Oh, like the training and get scared at the same side of the hill. What up, Cornell? I never saw it say that, but I would say if that happens, hurry up the stab brake. Use the stab brake technique to slow down to like 20 miles per hour slower than what you were going so you can hold up that hill. When I first started driving this truck, because I didn't really know how it all worked or whatever, if I was going down a hill, usually I go down at 65. I was going down to like 50. So I slowed all the way down to 50 miles per hour. So when I got up to 65, I was damn near down the hill already. I got a question. How do you deal with the different time zones when you pick up a load from West Coast to take it to the Central or East Coast? What do you mean, how do you deal with it? Because I just plan ahead. Like, if I pick up West Coast at 7 a.m. and I'm due to deliver at 7 p.m. a few days later on the East Coast, I'm planning to add 2 hours to that. So you want to drive an hour, 2 hours longer. I think if I'm saying that right. Exactly, King. 5 miles lower depends on the weight of the weight. Always from your home terminal. Time is always based on your home terminal, but no, because I've had times where I had a load going to the East Coast from the West Coast, and I was late because I didn't fucking think about the time that I'm gonna lose. Wait, I don't remember. Are you gonna lose time or gain time? Let me think. So if it was 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock, you're gonna be early. Yeah, so East Coast, you're gonna be late. So just when you're logging, not delivering. 5 minutes. The key different time zones. Be a day early. You lose going east. So yeah, I was late before going east. Because you don't think about that shit. And also you gotta think about it on your clock too. So a couple minutes after my roommate came in. Gain time in West because it's 2 hours back. Based on yourself on auto clock, then from on time pick up to drop off. Yeah, but see what he's trying to say is if your load is due at 7 p.m. East Coast time and you're in Texas, no, you're in Vegas, I'll say Texas, so an hour away, an hour off behind, your load, you're gonna lose an hour. So you're gonna be driving and you're like, I'm gonna be on time, I'm gonna be an hour ahead of time, and then you're gonna get there and like, fuck, I'm gonna get there an hour on time. Or you'll say, I'm gonna be an hour on time, I'm gonna be on time on that hour at 7 o'clock, I'm gonna be on time. when you're in Georgia or in Texas, and then you cross over to that Eastern time zone, and now you're about to be an hour late because you lost the hour. And so you got to plan for that. It will not hold the gear if you're in automatic mode. Not the trucks I've been driving. 7 a.m. is west. West is 4 a.m. east. So yeah, you lose 3 hours. But how do you plan for that? So, for example, I gotta go to Vesper, Wisconsin from Oregon. I'm in Oregon right now. I gotta go to Vesper, Wisconsin. It's due at 11:11 a.m. on the 30th. So basically, as you're driving, you pay attention to the time. So you're gonna have to shut down a couple of times between then, now and then. It's Cali time. All I know is I'm glad y'all brought this up because I freaking didn't even think about it. Basically, my last night shutting down, I'm shutting down early. And I'm making sure I'm just there on time. Like, I'm taking into account that if it's 11:11 a.m. that I gotta deliver, it's really gonna be what, 11:10 on 8:11 on West Coast time. I don't know how to answer that question, really. I really don't know how to answer that. But I can say is, all I can say is when you shut down, whatever time you shut down or whatever time zone you're shutting down in, add time to that. So if you're shutting down in Central time zone, add an hour to that. And that's when you're going to get there. So if I'm shutting down in Texas at 9 p.m. and I'm 6 hours away and I have to deliver at 3 a.m., but I'm going to cross the time zone, that means I'm going to get there late at 4 a.m. So I'm not going to shut down at 6 p.m. I'm going to shut down at 5 p.m. so I can get my whole 10-hour break. I'll shut down earlier than that, though, because of traffic and all that. But just hypothetically speaking, I'll shut down at 5 a.m. because I know I'm in the central time zone. 5 p.m. I'm in the central time zone, and I want to give that hour cushion so when I transfer over into another time zone, I'll be good. Your GPS will tell you what time you get there, but if you're not careful, if you're taking your 10-hour breaks, like the example I just made, if you got to be there at midnight and you're 2 hours away, you shut down in, I can't say 2 hours. The example I just made, 6 p.m. or 9 p.m. You're lost. Okay, rewind. His question was, how do you adjust your route planning from West Coast to East Coast with the time change? Okay. So I said, I don't know how to explain that, but I can give you an example. Say, for example, you shut down in Texas, Central Time Zone. Say, for example, you're planning to shut down in Texas, Central Time Zone at 9 p.m. And you have 8 hours until you get to your destination on the East Coast. So you have to be there by 5 p.m. You shut down at 9 a.m., you got to be there by 5 p.m. You got 8 hours. And you're shutting down Central Time Zone. You don't want to shut down at 9 a.m. Central Time Zone. You want to shut down hour ahead, 8 a.m. Central Time Zone, because you're going to lose an hour once you cross over to the Eastern Time Zone. So you want to shut down whatever time you're going to lose at the very last part of the last leg of your trip, so you can make it on time. Then I said you want to add more to that because of traffic and all that stuff. So always be a day ahead. It don't matter. Stick to the same drive schedule. That's true. And they give you time to make the load. They give you days. Exactly. That's true. I say fucking, unless it's a fucking tight ass load, you gotta be, cognizant on when you shut down. But this load that I had from Louisiana to Oregon, I ran like 10 hours every day. 9.5, 10 hours almost every single day. And I just banged all that shit out. And my last day, I only had 3 hours to drive until I got there. And I was there a day early. It's not gonna ever be back to back, because if that's the case, everyone will be late. Right. I was just saying, when you get the load, you bang out as many hours as you possibly can. Then the last day or two that you have on that load, you can kind of lollygag. Get there. Get to the city. God damn, man. Hold on. Get to the city that you're supposed to be delivering in early, and then try to deliver it early. If not, then time to just chill and relax, because you never know what's gonna pop up. Yeah, but when you went from east to west, so you're gaining hours, not losing them. Yeah, if you're gaining hours, then you're just gonna be early. If you're going from east to west, you're just gonna be 3 hours early. Then what you planned on being on your trip plan. If from Florida to fucking LA is a 40-hour drive, just hypothetically speaking, and it's taking 4 days to get there, and you plan on driving 10 hours per day every single day and get there on time, you're gonna get there at 37 hours. You'll get there early, I think. But say, for example, it was vice versa. You're going from LA to Florida. You're going to get there 3 hours late. Did I say minutes? What am I doing? Oh, yeah, 37. So you're going to get there 43 hours. So you got to plan for that. Plan your drive times and run out as much time as you can in your pickup. I'm in Portland. I'm at the terminal in Willowbrook or Wilsonville, something like that, Oregon. I love Portland. It's so beautiful. Oh my gosh. It is not hard. Do not overthink it. It's really not. It's not. I think the hardest part about truck driving would be I think the hardest part about truck driving would be managing your clock to an extent, because sometimes you might plan on say like I just said, try to drive out as much as your clock as possible, right? And then there's a day where you might have to shut down early to be on time. It don't make sense if you logically think about it. Like, you feel like if I drive as much as I possibly can and get as close as I can, then I'll make it on time because I covered more ground and I drove longer. But if you think about your 10-hour break, sometimes you gotta shut down earlier than you anticipated, just to get there on time. So let me see if I can give an example. If you got to be there at 8 a.m. and you picked up your load at 11 p.m., you got to shut down early to make it on time because you got to take your 10-hour break. So if you have to deliver your load at 8 a.m., let me do what I do. Say, for example, you drive 10 hours. You want to drive a 10-hour shift. You're 10 hours away from your delivery. You want to drive a 10-hour shift. Your load is due by 10 a.m. I don't remember what I was going to say. I don't know how to explain it. Y'all, I'm bad at that. That's probably why I was a bad trainer. All I know is, if you include your 10-hour break, if you pick up at midnight and you're 2 hours away, so you get there. No, that's a bad example. Help me out, King. I had it, but I lost it. If you pick up your load later than, I don't know how to explain But all I can say is that's the hardest part about driving. Sometimes you have to shut down. If I picked up my load at 5 p.m. and I have to drive 5 hours to get there, and I only have 4 hours on my clock or something. Let's see, if I have 4 hours on my clock, so I don't know how to explain it. I just know sometimes you gotta shut down early because of your 10-hour break. You gotta get there on time. And if you drive longer, sometimes it'll even out, but sometimes you'll be late because of your 10-hour break will make you late. Then you have to do an 8 and 2 split. Now you're gonna sleep with this on your mind, not me. I got it. I just drive. Shit. I don't worry about nothing until my last day, until my delivery day, or the night before my delivery day. Then that's when I start thinking about shit. Or if I'm gonna go to the West Coast and I know parking is stupid as shit, then I start worrying about it in trip planning. But I don't hardly trip plan. Hell no, dog. I don't know how to explain it. It's hard to explain it. I don't know how to explain it. I could sit and think about it and explain it to y'all, but there was a time when, what's up, JJ? We were talking about King. I pick up my load at 5 p.m. It's due at, let's see, no, I pick up my load at midnight. And it's due at 6 a.m. And I have a full clock, I can get there on time. If I have less than a full clock, like 4 hours left, I'm driving until 4 a.m. If I picked up at midnight and I'm driving until 4 a.m. and it's due at 6 a.m., I still have 2 hours to go. I gotta shut down. I still won't make it if it's due at 6 a.m. and I picked it up at midnight. So that's a bad example. I picked it up at 10 a.m. It's 5 hours away. You sure did. What up, Mario? I'm using midnight and 10 a.m. because it's easy to remember. So it's midnight. I picked it up at midnight. It's due at 6 a.m., right? And I'm 6 hours away. So I can drive 6 hours and get there on time, but if I don't have 6 hours on my clock, if I have 5 hours on my clock, I want to shut down early. No, that's not, 6 a.m. is not going to work either way. Damn. If it's due at 10 a.m. So if I pick my load up at midnight, it's due at 10 a.m. and I am in the same city, then I can really shut down where I might want to drive. I might have a full fucking clock, right? I might have a full clock, but I picked my load up at midnight. I probably only drove an hour out of that whole clock, and I picked it up at midnight. It's due at 10 a.m. I have to shut down because I have to take my 10-hour break. And hopefully my delivery is in that area. If not, then I will have to do an 8 and 2 split. So I can hopefully it's less than 2 hours to get there. So, or depending on how many hours I drove the day before, but that we're not gonna say 8 and 2 split. So yeah. If that makes sense. Don't think about the 8 and 2 split part. I am thinking about the wrong times. Because I don't really run across it until I'm actually doing it. I don't do an 8 and 2 either. It fucks you up. It fucks you up more. You only do an 8 and 2 if it's absolutely necessary so you can save yourself from being late because it's a hot load and you gotta get there. But other than that, I said it right the first time, King. If it's due at 10 a.m. or you can Google what time it is where you're going and plan off that. Yeah, but this is what I was talking about has nothing to do with time zone. I was just saying the hardest part, because we were talking about don't overthink trucking, and I was saying the hardest part about driving is managing your clock. And because of that one thing that I'm trying to explain, is hard as fuck to explain. So that's why it's hard. That's only probably the hardest thing about driving. Everything else is easy. And you'll know once you're driving, you'll know, like, when you pick your load up, you'll know how long you need to drive before you shut down, because if you just always calculate the 10 hours. If you have 12, you have 9 hours until you get there, add 10 hours to that. If you have less than 9 hours on your clock, just add 10 hours to that. So you'll know. That makes sense. I know I sound like I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, huh? All I know is I add up my 10 hours plus my travel time to get to the destination, and whatever that is, it needs to be on time. And if I'm not on time, then I need to shut down however many hours I need to shut down ahead of time to do that. Because normally I try to drive 8.5 hours. I'm hot over here because you know that. What are you talking about? Anyway, I need to eat. It's 9 o'clock. Oh, I'm gonna be eating late as fuck. I'm gonna come cook. I need some A1. I guess since I had steak yesterday, but I had chicken today for lunch. I might just eat cabbage. I really just only want cabbage. I gotta cook it. Well, I know, because I'm not doing it. That's why I'm explaining it wrong. I don't have any pork chops. I was supposed to call you, Barb? Wait, no, because I couldn't leave. I couldn't leave the terminal that I was at. And then was I supposed to meet you in Portland? Put the cabbage in your pocket. We gotta collapse and let the people know together. With fat back. No, listen. Too much. Damn, it's too many. Barb. Oh. In Portland, huh? I just got here, actually, literally. Like, before I did this live, I had to do a local thing for them. And then I did some exercising and I took a shower. And then as I was walking back from the shower, I got the little message about somebody saying I got fired from night, and I started to do the video. So literally, yeah. I'm sorry. Technically, I got distracted by YouTube because somebody was talking shit, and I'm still here. Okay, look, Barb, tomorrow, I don't have to pick my load up until 3 p.m. So, yeah, let's go. Let's go somewhere tomorrow. All I can think about is food. I'm in Wilsonville. When I get off of here, I'll email you my phone number. And then, but how far are you from Wilsonville? She needs a good team player. Cabbage money, could you get from Portland in the morning? I love y'all. Thank you, Joey. I got the notification late. Now I gotta restart the stream because I'm so late. Yeah, I went off on a little rant tangent. People. Okay, now explain it on what you're doing now. That's the best way to explain it. With the 10-hour shutting down early because you don't want to be late thing? About 40 miles, I think. I'm in Vancouver. Ooh. I'm a brain teaser. If my load is due at 3 p.m. and I have a full clock to run. No. I can't remember a situation where I would, because if I had a full clock to run, okay, it's due at 3 p.m. I'm 10 hours away. I'm 12 hours away. And I have a full clock. I'm only going to run 8.5 hours. I'm 12 hours away. I'll run my 8.5. I'll run my 8 hours. I have 4 hours left. But it's due at, so if it's due at 3, no, run 10 hours and it's due at 3. When did I pick it up? I run only 8 hours because I run on recap. And if you run 10 hours a day and you only have a 70-hour week, you're only allowed 70-hour week. So if you run 10 hours a day, on your 7th day, you're going to run out of hours. So on your 8th day, you got to do a 34-hour reset. I ain't trying to do no motherfucking reset. So I run 8.5 hours a day. 8 hours driving, 30 minutes looking for a parking spot. That's how I do it. Well, now I don't do it like that because I pretty much go home every week. So I run my clock out. And by the time the end of the week, I'm at home doing a reset. But I pick up my load. I got like 5 hours left on my clock. It's due at 3 p.m. I pick the load up at, no, I can't explain it, y'all. I can't explain it. Oh, what did JJ say? Wait, who? J, what you talking about? Don't get blocked. You talking about me? JJ had to, she don't need to hear that. What? Wait. I don't need to hear what? But explain like you have 70 rookies, don't know about recap yet. Oh, explain the recap? Okay. That's easy, I can do that. You have a 70-hour clock you're allowed to drive in a work week. I don't know, can be. But you have a 70-hour work week. That is federal law. You can't work, you can't drive, you can't have more than 70 hours on your clock. Okay? I mean, tripping. Rewind. You can't have more than, like, you know, working a regular job is 80 hours a week. Anything after 80 hours is overtime. Well, we don't have overtime. You get a 70-hour work week, and if you don't, you can't go over a 70-hour work week. Once you have, so it counts down from 70 down throughout 7 days in a 7-day week. 7-day week. 7-day week, yeah. So and it counts down, so on your 7th day, so let's say, for example, before I explain the next part, Monday you drove 10 hours, Tuesday you drove 10 hours, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday you drove 10 hours, Sunday you drive 10 hours. That's 70 hours. You use your 70-hour clock. But what if Sunday you drove 9 hours? With the load on me now? No, dog, explain your load like you have a 70-hour on your clock with the load you're on now. I have 70 hours. So I just came off of home time, and I have 70 hours on my clock. Today is Wednesday. I'll drive 8.5 hours. Tomorrow I'll drive 8.5 hours. The next week I'll drive the next day I'll drive 8.5 hours. I didn't do a trip plan, so I really don't know how long it is from here. I gotta go to Tillamook, Oregon, and to Vesper, Wisconsin. Say, for example, I'm going to Texas. It's about 24-hour drive. No, it's 34. I'll do it again. I'll do it from where I just came from, Louisiana. From Oregon to Louisiana. Washington to Louisiana, it was about 34-hour drive. A 70-hour clock. I had a 70-hour clock. So I drove about 10 hours a day. Every day. And I had to deliver on the 25th at 6:45. But since I drove 10 hours, or 9 hours every day, I didn't do 10. I drove about 9 hours every day. And today is Wednesday. I started the load. When did I get that load? I'm not going to do it on this load right now because I didn't do a route plan yet. Picked that load up on the 20th. It was due on the 25th. Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday, Sunday, Saturday. I'm not about to, I can't do it right now. I can't. All I can say is, okay, people look at, like, if your load is 700 miles, and they'll tell you how many hours you can drive to get it there. Yeah, it takes 700 miles divided by however many miles you drive per hour. That's how many miles. That's how many hours it's going to take you to get there. And then you do your trip plan on that. That's how many hours you drive per day. If you want to just be even with it. But as far as the 70-hour clock and recap, if you drive 8.5 hours Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, then on that next Monday, you're going to get 8.5 hours back because your 70-hour clock plus whatever hours you have left on your 70. So, for example, I have, on my 70-hour clock, I have 6 hours and 21 minutes left on my clock. And tomorrow, I get back 3 hours and 31 minutes. That means Tuesday of last week, I only drove 3 hours and 31 minutes. Oh no, wait, Wednesday. Wednesday of last week, I drove 3 hours and 31 minutes. So tomorrow, I'm going to get that back. Plus whatever time I didn't drive today in my own duty. It's hard. It's harder to explain. It's easier to understand, but it's not hard at all. Like, it's really, really not hard at all. It's very easy. Plus, all this shit is done for you. Just don't run 10 hours a day. Portland traffic is terrible. She ain't never lied about that. Oh, it's terrible. Coming from 5 to the 84, that shit is ridiculous. Anywhere near Seattle on the 5 is ridiculous. I think on the 5 or the 84. I don't remember. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous. If your load is 1,000 miles, people run like 500. Nah, nigga, you run as many miles as you possibly can the first few days, and then you can breeze through it the next few days, depending on how many days you got on the load. The load I have now is due on the 30th. How many miles is that? Let me see. 2 days, you'll get it there on time. This load is 919 miles. 1919. 1,919 miles. I say I can probably drive, I'll say, for example, 600 miles per day. So, and it's due on the 30th. I pick up tomorrow. So say, for example, I picked it up today and it's due on the 30th. If I drove 500 miles a day, I can get it there by the end of the day on the 3rd day. So that means I'm actually a day and a half early. King is right because it helps out with the 70 as well. Because you're actually driving for the following week if you really think about it. You are, yeah. You can, you will. That's what you want to think about when you're running your, that's what I'm saying. The hardest part about driving is learning how to manage your clock. For example, my truck kept breaking down when I was at night. But I knew my truck was going to get fixed. I know I'm OTR. I'm not going home. I'm not doing any resets. I don't want to reset on the road, right? So I knew that I was only going to have an hour and a half of drive time. And then I was going to be stuck at the shop. I keep my shit on duty. If I got to sit and wait for anything, I will stay on duty for at least 8 hours. Because that's that recap I'm going to get back the next week. For example, like I said, I have 3 hours and 31 minutes coming back to me tomorrow. Last week, I should have stayed on duty to get my clock. So now I'm fucked. I fucked myself. I only have 3 hours, 31 minutes coming back to me tomorrow. However, today I drove. My on-duty time is 37 minutes. Yeah. My drive time is 7 hours. And my total off-duty time, well, how much time did I have left? I've been off duty 3 hours and 18 minutes. So I have 3 hours and 18 minutes that I'm going to add to that 3 hours and 31 minutes tomorrow. Had I done it the right way, I would have just stayed on duty last week. That 3 hours and 31 minutes, I would have stayed on duty until about 8 hours, and I would have got that time back. But since I'm not getting that time back, I'm only getting the 3 hours and 31 minutes. I made sure I had time left on my clock today to add to my 70-hour clock tomorrow, to add to that 3 hours and 31 minutes, so I can have more time, more than 3 hours and 31 minutes. So I really have about 4 hours. I have 6 hours to drive tomorrow. I don't know. If you're running out of hours, I've had that happen one time. I ran out of hours. And it's a lot of factors to go into that. If it's a drop and hook, pretty much don't really have an appointment time, right? I ran out of hours one time. They planned me on it. It wasn't my fault. That's their fault. Like, I had to take this load. He told me I had to take it, and I was like, well, then you're gonna have to send somebody. It was in Buttonwillow, California. I had to have he had to send somebody to come transfer the load because I wouldn't have had enough time to make it to finish delivering it. So they sent somebody to come get the load, but I don't. That's your job. Your job is to trip plan to make sure you have enough hours. Like at Martin, it asks you when you acknowledge a load. It asks you. It says, "Are you Let me see if it says it right now. Acknowledge. So it say, do you have enough hours to complete this run for on-time delivery? And do you accept full responsibility for security of this tractor? So you have to agree that you have enough time. But it's your job as a driver to manage your clock to make sure you have enough time when you take that load. Damn. Sorry. I have 37%. I have to change this now. There we go. There. Oh shit, the light is even worse. I'm gonna have to sit up front. If you run hard, to take care of you out there. That's true. That's true, yeah. If you lollygag and shit, they ain't gonna do shit for you. Oh, you out of time? Oh well, sit and do a 34-hour reset, and then let's hope you get loaded. You should never run on time, and if you do, your driver manager should look out for you, but I don't need to I don't need them to help me at all. Y'all don't call me because I'm always on time. Exactly. I told, like, for example, tomorrow's my first day running on recap. So when my DM put me on this load, I told him, I said, just FYI, in case you didn't know, I'm running on recap and I'm getting 3 hours back tomorrow. So I need to shut down as soon as I can while I have time left on my clock today, so I can add that time to tomorrow's time. So I at least have a shot at getting through traffic at least. I need to get the fuck out of Portland, Oregon tomorrow within the time that I have allowed. Or because if I get stuck somewhere without no time, there's no truck stops really out here. So once I leave this yard, I need to get somewhere where there's a truck stop, and I never really drove I-90, so I don't know rest areas of truck stops. I don't know how often they come about, so I had to shut down early to make sure I had enough. That's my responsibility. I had to make sure I had enough time to cover some miles and get to a safe haven to shut down. Say, for example, I only had 3 hours literally just only to drive tomorrow. I'll probably drive from here to our next drop yard tomorrow and shut down at the drop yard. So yeah, I like to run. I used to run at midnight, but I can't pick this load up until 3 p.m. And I'm not about to shut down until midnight to drive. I'm not gonna shut down until 4 a.m. to drive. But after tomorrow, I can shut down at midnight. Like, I'll probably drive my 3 hours, 6 hours. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'll probably be shutting down around midnight. Oh my God, that's gonna suck ass. So this is this is a situation where I'm shutting down early. If I have the time. Once I do my trip plan, I'll have the time, because really, I have to do a trip plan because of my recap hours. But this is a situation where I'll probably shut down early, right? I probably will pick my load up tomorrow and come back to the terminal and shut down, because in 6 hours, I don't know how long it's gonna take to load. It's a live load. I think so too, Barb. But it's a live load, traffic. I'm not gonna get out of Oregon tomorrow. And anywhere in Oregon and Washington is just terrible on parking. So I'm probably going to go and pick this load up, get live loaded, come back to the terminal, shut down early, and then head out early morning. Then that sets the tone for the rest of my week, because now I can drive early. Like, if I shut down around 6 p.m., I'll wake up at 4 a.m. I'll drive 8.5, 9 hours. So then I'll be shutting down at 1 p.m. I'll be getting up at like midnight, 1 a.m., 11 p.m. And it just keeps going on and on. I'll still be able to keep doing my nighttime driving. Consistent, they say, as soon as you get your 10 back, drive. But no, you don't have to do that. Yeah, you don't have to. But with Martin, you can't do any unnecessary stopping. Like, you can't be unnecessarily, like, in your sleeper berth. I do. My DM already know how I run, though. They don't say shit to me. I'll be in my sleeper berth 14 hours. Y'all know I'm going to get my shit on time. I decide to sleep in a little bit. I'm gonna be on time. So, you know. If you're about your miles and you're about getting your money, then you're gonna be out and ready to go every 10 hours, period. Pretty decent truck stop, exit 102. I think it's the exit for Highway 9. I don't know. I know Jabit's off 84. It's pretty decent, but it's really crowded all the time. It's free. I've never been off Highway 97. 102 though. Okay, I'll check that out if I'm gonna take that highway. 8 to 14 hours. How many miles you get? Now you're talking, doll. I don't know. I went to Jabit's today and got some baked chicken and some green beans. Oh, those green beans were so good. And I am on some salsa kick right now. Oh, I was gonna show y'all something. Look. They are carb balanced tortillas. I can eat these. If you like driving in the daytime and sleeping at night, 4 a.m. to 2 p.m. I like driving at midnight and going to sleep in the daytime. I love driving at midnight. Depends on where I'm at though. If I'm in the city, nah, I'll probably sleep until like 4 a.m. But if I'm in the country somewhere, like there's no traffic, that's the best motherfucking shit ever. There's nobody on the road at midnight in the middle of nowhere. And all the truck stops are full. And then when you shut down for the day, all the truck stops are empty. The only thing I hate about that is there's really no food to eat. There's no food to eat. That's the only thing I don't like about it. I like when you cuss, you're a real one. What are you talking about? How many miles did I do this week? I haven't figured that out yet. I haven't figured out how to look that up on here. But I read you guys my mileage. I don't know how to read how many miles I got in a week. Because, like, you know, at night, it tells you how many miles you got for the day and for the week. I don't know how to do that on here. Yeah, I don't know how to find that. I just got 253 miles today. But within the last 8 days, I've driven 63 hours and 38 minutes. Break out the whip. But if you all add up these miles, you can see how many miles I got this week. That's I'm driving, because anything can happen when I'm in mountain areas. I'm driving in mountains at night. Don't start to scare me. I don't even think like that. I feel like if anything happened, I'm in my truck, lock the doors, and just wait. Go to bed, go to sleep. Go to sleep till somebody come. Colorado is fun. Colorado is awesome. If you use Garmin,
say a command.
I'm not talking to you. Exit. Fucking this bitch. She nosy as fuck. If you use the G word GPS, it'll take you through the backwoods of Colorado. Ram McNally won't, but she will. It's a sight to see, but if you new to driving, it's gonna scare the shit out of you. Another night in the mountains. I don't have no problem with it. I don't see nothing wrong with it. Now, if it's like Colorado Mountain, Rocky Mountains, like in the backwoods, then yeah. Because it's like, nah, I'm good with all of that shit. But if it's a regular mountain like Shasta or Snoqualmie or the Grapevine or something, it ain't no trip. It ain't no worry for me. I've been doing this for 8 years. You can't see. I did Colorado last night. I hit it. I don't have a problem with it. I'd be worried about the country roads at night because of the deer and cows and shit that want to ride and jump out in front of the road. The mountains is beautiful. But it's just, I don't know. I guess it is. I like the little thrill of it, I guess. That's true, King. Now, that I can say, I cannot stand with this fucking truck. This Kenworth, the headlights suck fucking ass. Oh, I hate these lights. I don't like driving at night because of this truck. The lights, the headlights. Like, I feel like I want to ask them, can I go get my own headlights, halogen lights or something, because I can't see shit in the nighttime. My Freightliner had some good ass lights. Kenworths and Peterbilts, their lights suck. Like these new ones, the little circle lights, man. I can't see shit. Like, literally, I cannot see nothing. It's so dangerous to drive at nighttime. And then sometimes some roads just be darker than others. Like in Louisiana, I don't understand how it's not like the sky is darker than normal. It's just dark. I don't get it. But in other roads, it ain't that dark. I fucking hate it. I think it's because the light doesn't reflect off the pavement. I don't know, but I need to get some more headlights. Thank you for reminding me. I'm at the terminal. I'll ask them tomorrow. Yes, Martin does have APUs. I haven't had to use the APU in 3 days. Like, no, a week actually, since I picked this load up. I use it in Louisiana, but when I cross over to the Rockies, I have not had to use my APU. It's so cool outside. Like, it's cold on the window. It's awesome. The high beams are awesome in this truck, but the regular lights suck. They suck. It is getting cool, but it's still hot as shit in Houston. I like the cool mountain air. That's what I like. I'll probably go to the camera dealership. Like, give me some lighter, brighter lights, man. It is 61 degrees. It's not even cool at night on Phoenix now. It's even cool at night in Phoenix, but it's no humidity. It's still like 90 degrees in Houston. I've been on here for 2 hours. Wow. I need to find some food to eat. I need to get some A1 sauce because I really want some. I don't know. Lately, I've been tripping off the sauce. Like, I want to drink salsa, and I want to drink hot sauce, and I want to drink A1 sauce. And I don't know why. Conversations are getting great now. Just make sure your heater don't break down or something. I do love you guys. If my heater breaks down, they will hot shot me straight to motherfucking Thermo King, make sure my shit work. But I can't wait. Oh my gosh. Do you know how cool it was when I was driving in the winter? I would have my pack of water back there in the back. It's all hot up here and warm and toasty. Back there, my water would be so fucking cold, like it came out the refrigerator. That's how cold it would be in the bunk. That bunk heater was the shit, though. I have a bunk heater and an APU. So I could turn the APU on and turn it on hot. And I could turn... Oh, no. Yeah, I just have the bunk heater. No, the APU. So, but it's like... It blows hard as shit. But anywho, I am getting ready to go because I need to eat. 3 o'clock p.m. 2, 1, 12. So noon. I want to be at my shipper or en route to my shipper around noon. For the traffic. I'm gonna leave 3 hours early. Can you wish my brother Nick Girls happy birthday? He watches you all the time. Oh, happy birthday, Nick. You share the same birthday as my son. His birthday's today too. If it's still before midnight. But what was I just saying? I never felt 10 below 0 before. I don't know what that feels like. I forgot. I really forgot what I was saying. I literally forgot what I was saying. I forgot what I was saying. So I gotta get off of here. Oh, so yeah, I'm leaving at noon to pick my load up. No, see, now I really got a trip plan to make sure. I'm gonna give it an hour and a half. So I'm gonna leave an hour and a half before my load is due to pick up. It's a live load. It's due at 3 to 1:30. I'm gonna leave at 1 o'clock. I'll leave at 1 o'clock. So 11 a.m. is what time I need to wake up if me and Barb don't link up. And I need to be in bed by 11 p.m. So that ain't gonna work. It's already 9:30. No higher shenanigans tomorrow. Thank you for all your advice. I hit you up on Instagram. All right. See you later, Tony. Barb, I'm gonna email you, I'm gonna email you my phone number. Maybe we can link up for breakfast or something. And if you're not too far, you get there at 9:10. You get there at 9. You have 4 hours left. Yeah, that's what is tricky, right? That's what's tricky to me. Tomorrow I'm gonna have 6 hours left. This is like a tight situation because Portland traffic sucks. I don't know how long it's gonna take them to load me. And my issue is with my little 6 hours that I have left on my clock, right? In 6 hours, I have to wake up, and so I have to drive through traffic to get there. I'm off duty when they're loading me, so I don't really have to worry about that. And then traffic to get where I'm going. Okay, Barb. What do you mean, King? At 4 a.m.? I can't do that. My DM will be on my phone talking about why you haven't left yet. He ain't gonna let me do that. That's unnecessarily sitting around. He ain't gonna let me do that. Night lets you do that, but he ain't gonna let me do that. He's not gonna let me do that. But either way it goes, I'm still gonna deal with the same situation. Fighting traffic to get to my 3 p.m. appointment, and fighting traffic to go shut down somewhere before I run out of time, because I'm running a recap. And I'm gonna have no choice but to shut down. I probably will be waking up at 4 a.m. to drive, because if I shut down by like 6 p.m., then I'll be waking up at 4 a.m. Damn it. Oh, hi, Susan. You just missed everything. Thank you for joining my channel. Subscribe, hit the bell so you won't miss anything again. I am getting ready to get off of here. But thank you, Susan. Welcome. Everybody say hi, Susan. Dang, man. I don't even know how far away this is. Traffic is only bad after 4 p.m. No, it's not. Shit. It was bad earlier today. It was bad as shit earlier. Let's see how far I gotta drive. Fuck that. I could have got my to the place I was going today, but I'll do it. Too much has happened in the night. I just had to cuss a few people out because they were spreading rumors, and I normally won't answer any rumors, but Susan, what do you do for a living? King, keep your eyes open. Just got that vibe. I look like I got bags under my eyes like a motherfucker. Damn. Get that light from drop that shit real quick. Yeah, if I wasn't worried about saving my clock, I probably would have went to try to pick it up today, but it's
Please drive to highlighted route.
That was loud as shit. I'm sorry, y'all. I was right where I just picked up at. That's what's up. Have a beer for me too. An hour and 42 minutes. This sucks. I gotta leave at noon. No, I'm gonna leave at like 10 a.m. Shit. Hold on. Let's see. Realistically speaking, 2 hours to get there. I'll say hour and a half traffic. 2, 1, 12, 11:30. So I should leave like around 11:30, right? Damn, 72 degrees and truck not gonna stay on. That's the only thing I hate about night trucks. No APU. Oh yeah, right. What kind of truck do you have? What time your load is due? It's due to pick up at 3 p.m. So I think I'm gonna leave at 11:30. I'm gonna give it an hour and a half for traffic, and it's 2 hours to get there. Keep your eyes peeled, King. We might have to have a block party. How many hours do I have? I have 3 hours. I'm getting back. Shit, I got a headache. Hold on. I'm getting in 3 hours and 31 minutes, and I have 3 hours and 44 minutes. I didn't drive today. So, so about 6 hours, I would say. Shit. Can I shut down at the shipper? Nope. I can't shut down at the shipper. Yeah, and if there's... Yeah, and it's the middle of the day, so I should be good. But then if not, I can PC somewhere. I just be forgetting about PC. Don't feel bad for me. I signed up for this. I like this. I can either shut down PC, and I'm not at night, so I can pull over on the side of the road and shut down. Night don't let you do that shit. Shit, I'll be on a fucking off ramp with the quickness. I don't feel safe doing that, but worst case scenario, I do it. I've made a lot of different... I feel like this truck, I don't know, I just feel like since being with this company and driving to Kenworth, I feel like I can park anywhere. I can just park anywhere, and I never ever have a problem finding parking. It's weird. I think I just felt like I was just too scared. 2 hours is like 75 miles outside. 12:45. I don't understand. I live out PA, and right now it's 12:45. Oh, okay. Ooh, what is the temperature out there? Go to sleep. I had to do something. I'm sorry, y'all. There's just too much going on my phone right now. All right. It's cold. It's about 64 degrees in PA. Ooh, I know that feels good. Y'all about to hear something. It's gonna be loud. It's 61 degrees out here. I had to roll my windows down because I don't want them to get fogged up. It's 61 degrees out here. Feels good. There's no humidity. I gotta go though. I'm about to go because I'm hungry. Y'all know how I am when I get hungry. And I want to watch Empire. And they said it might snow parts of Idaho and Montana and South Dakota this weekend. Snow will be dropping soon. We just said the same shit at the same time. Yeah, they said this weekend it's supposed to be snowing. It's a winter weather alert. It's a winter weather alert for Idaho, Montana, parts of Colorado, parts of Utah, South Dakota. Like, look on the Weather Channel or whatever weather app you use. It's about to go down in the DM. You need a lot of light. Where are you going? Trying to park closer to the front? Oh, I see what you did there. Lazy sucker you. I don't do snow. Slows your money up. Yeah, I got, Yeah, I got a message from AccuWeather that temp here is dropping about 20 degrees. Ooh, I know it's gonna be tight. I know how to use chains. I have them. Speaking of that, I asked because I was coming into Colorado and they was talking about chain laws in effect because of September, and I called my dispatch and I was like, so what do I do if I have to use snow chains because my chains are all rusted out? There's fucking anti-gel all poured all over them, like it's ugh, right? They say, well, you don't have to use chains because where are they going? Oh, wait, what? That's the exit? I'm gonna have to walk over there tomorrow. It was like, you don't have to use chains because if you need to use chains, you just shut down. And I'm like, oh, so I don't need chains? I was like, you just have to have them on your truck, but you're not gonna use them. If you ever need to use chains, you should shut down. I'm like, that's not accurate because I've been in situations where I needed to use the chains to get out the situation. You could ask, what do you want to ask, Susan? I don't know, I don't do chains. I'll have them, but I don't do it. I have any chains before in the bag and I use them. Can I put, yep, I can put chains on. I guess that was the exit. I didn't know that was the exit. I went out that way. Oops. If I keep talking to y'all, I'm gonna have to cook. And I don't feel like doing all that. It's too much stuff I gotta pull out while I'm on YouTube. My whole family's watching you on my phone, TV, and Xbox. Girl, you special. Really? Thank you. I look like shit, but thanks. Hey, fam. But the best way is getting behind the snow truck, and you'll be good. They go too goddamn slow. Thank you, Susan. No, if you gotta use snow chains, you just don't drive because it's a waste of time. You can get snowed in. You can get stuck. You can start sliding. It's a headache to put the chains on. And a lot of people don't want to tussle with it. I realize I don't want to tussle with it either. So that's true, but yeah, that's true. Especially in Wyoming, because it seems like they need to fucking do the roads like every 5 minutes because of the way the snow be blowing and stuff like that. I'm gonna swap them out. It's weird because I don't feel like they didn't want to tell me that I needed chains. They was like, you just have them on your truck. If DOT saw these chains, they'd be like, bitch, what is wrong with you? You know you can't use them shits. And if a situation like when I was in Colorado on the first day of summer, it started snowing on the first day of summer in Colorado, and I would have needed chains because we kept slipping and sliding all over the road. It started to get icy on the road and everything, and I was like, what the hell? So I would have needed to get out of that situation. I had a student too. Man, I want to be the guy that picks up all the chains on the side of the road. Why? Are you naming the places, King, that's going to snow this weekend? Because that's what it sounds like. Really? Donner Pass is what, Reno, right? Oh, I am so excited. Winter time is coming. I don't know why. I gotta go home and get my thermals. I have no winter clothes. I bought I bought this little jacket from a truck stop in Colorado because it was cold as shit. I had to buy this. And then I bought some sweats at another truck stop. It was $3.99. Army sweats and a pair of black sweats. I love hoodies and sweats, y'all. Like, I love them. 80 on the wet Cali. Ooh, yeah. It's already snowing in Canada right now. It's coming down. It's a cold front coming down. It's about to swoop. Ew. I don't. No. Not for the winter time. I don't want to be in the south. I'm doing exactly what I want to do right now. Be on the road. The routes that I'm taking are not too bad. This is my first time doing snow follow me. The best. I have all my Jordan and Nikes fits on deck. You're under a Costco other charges. $1,000 an hour. You can't be late. Really? Costco and Walmart are really strict. But I'm gonna go. I gotta go. Because I'm getting tired. And I'm hungry. And the later it gets, later I eat. So now I really can't eat too much because I realize when you eat beef and then you go to sleep, you have nightmares. That shit is no joke. Girl, you had my first one. Thank you. Good night, EJ. So I'm gonna eat my little cabbage, and while it's cooking, I'm gonna watch my little show, and then I will be back soon. All right. I'll probably get back on here next week, at the end of the week, because I try to drive my whole shit out before if I'm driving a lot. I don't know. We'll see. Thank you, Susan. Thank you, Angela. See you later. Bye, Barb King. We'll see what's up. I'll talk to y'all later, okay? Good night. Barb, I'll email you.